Our communities are in a big mess. Just this week's headlines tells the story. Husband kills kids, wife, and it's a sad story. Goes from there.
Oh, that's horrid.
Then there's a gang shooting, and innocent bystanders get shot. A kid's overdosing on drugs.
Okay, and I'll tell you what's even worse than that. We're desensitized. Even you saying that, it sounds like the 10 o'clock news, and we just kind of go, wow, wow, wow,
Yeah,
wow, wow.
I know.
But you know what? When that pain walks in our front door, it's a whole different situation.
That's when the hurt begins.
You bet. Now my nephew was abused by the science teacher, or my best friend's husband just left her pregnant with 2 little ones. I mean, that's a whole different thing.
So what do you do when a friend walks through the door and their marriage is struggling? What is your role going to be?
Well, I think, well, with my girlfriend, they're weighed down, they're heavy. I just want to come alongside and start trying to lift and love.
Okay, let's give a little lift, because that reminds me of a story. I was working out, okay? I was doing some weightlifting. You know how a guy's supposed to be able to lift his own weight, eh? So
His own body weight.
Well, yeah, you know, lift your weight. And so I'm doing the bench press thing and put the weight on that what are you doing, laughing?
I think I know what you're going to say.
Okay, so I pull it off the rack, and that thing comes right down, poof, and I was stuck. I needed help. And 4 guys in there, 3 had headphones on. They couldn't hear me. So I'm yelling, and I'm waving my feet. Please help get this off my chest.
Weightlifting rule number 1.
Okay.
Always have a spotter.
I don't care if there's 1, 2, or 3. I'm not listening to them. Just the point is, I needed help. I couldn't get out unless somebody lifted it off my chest.
Okay, that's actually dangerous, my friend. Very dangerous. But you know what? There's times in our lives where I think we're just like that. We feel like we're pinned down, and we don't know how to get out of it. Have you ever felt like that?
Well, you feel alone, right? And you're not sure if you want to bother somebody. Maybe you're too private, you're too proud. You don't even know how to reach out.
Well, times I know that I've shared that wanting someone to just care for me, and they didn't. I walked away feeling just as heavy or pinned down as I did before, and that's not a good feeling.
There's a picture I want to give you. Every fall, when the geese fly south, you know they fly in the V formation?
Yes.
There's the lift and the push from the geese on either side of it.
Okay, and do you know why they honk, 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 honk? They're actually...
No.
Yeah, they're encouraging each other. They're saying, go, honk, 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 go. I think that's the coolest thing.
Okay, settle down. Okay, we'll make it through. Here's the point. The point is, wouldn't it be cool if families in our communities flew in formation and got a lift and a push from those around them?
And honked for each other. We need to honk.
Honk if you love families. Okay, here's the deal. We want you to watch this show because it's all about restoring communities, one marriage at a time. Stay with us. What is it going to take? I mean, really, what's it going to take to get families flying in formation? Honk, honk. Okay, I mean, really, we got to start there. But whether you're single, whether you're married, you're going to have friends in your life, your network, that are going to go through tough times. Stress, strife, whatever. What is it going to look like for you to make that difference?
Well, we've got someone who does make a difference. In fact, she's been invited to the White House and testified to speak in front of the Senate. She's president and director of First Things First. So let's welcome Julie Baumgardner. Oh, I am telling you. Okay, when we look at the culture today, we've got Brangelina, who's not going to get married until everybody can get married. And we've got Oprah, who just says, no, not getting married at all. So I think they're asking some serious questions. Is marriage passé?
Everybody tells us no. I mean, you say those 2 people, but honestly, everybody else, the vast majority of people are saying, no, it isn't. I want to be married. I want to be in a relationship.
Exactly. It's like driving down a highway, you see the billboard. The celebrities are like the billboard saying, eat this, but you check the wrappers in the ditch, people are eating something different. No, I mean, really. I mean, that's the truth.
That's a great way to say it.
That's where it is.
That is an awesome word picture. But what about dating, too? Because in some ways, and this one really is wild to me, it's almost like we don't date anymore.
Yeah, but you know, what I'm seeing with people, young and old, is they are desperate for connectedness.
Yes.
So they're doing a lot of crazy stuff that's not healthy, that's not going to get them what they want. It's like looking for love in all the wrong places.
Exactly. You know what happens is they try different ways to get connected.
Oh.
And because they haven't maybe had good models,
right?
Because they got some fears and insecurities, so they only kind of try something part way. They never really get to work through the issues. And so that didn't work, that didn't work, that didn't work, that didn't work. So they're trying bizarre things to try to get connected, and they end up not being happy.
Okay,
Exactly.
and I'm predicting something. I am predicting that we are going to seriously have a big price tag for what technology has done for us.
Oh.
Because we do everything, don't we? Email, text, and things aren't face-to-face anymore. And the time is coming where people are going to be like, if they're in a room and have to look at each other, they're going to be freaking.
And you know it's really bad when they're sitting right next to each other and they're texting each other.
Exactly.
Okay, you know what's funny though? They call it Facebook. And people spend so much time, what am I doing right now? Like, what would be wrong with saying, what are you doing right now?
Yeah.
But no, we're on Facebook. I'm doing this right now. I'm going to be out for a while right now. And this is who my new friends are. I mean, no issues against it, but don't call it Facebook.
Yeah.
Because it's not.
It's not face-to-face.
It's not face-to-face. It's not face-to-face. You're not getting connected through that, right? Yeah.
No, they're not. But what are the questions we're really asking? Like you said, you think we're really wanting to be connected, but we're going about it in very unhealthy ways.
Well, and I think the other thing that I think about all the time is that people think, well, what I do behind closed doors is my business and it doesn't affect anybody else. You know, that is a big, fat lie. What you do behind closed doors impacts me. Because if your marriage isn't going well and there's a divorce in my neighborhood, it impacts me.
Okay, but what if I'm single and I just went out to the bar last night and had a great time with that guy? How does that affect your life?
Well, what you're doing in terms of your behavior, whether it's having babies out of wedlock or whether it's dating this guy and that guy and all this unhealthy relationship stuff, it's impacting our community.
I could be spreading disease.
And let me jump in. Let me jump in because this person who's sleeping around said, what's the big deal? It's just my private life. You understand, I'm the counselor. I've been there. You too. There's people who do not learn how to attach because of that. They lose the ability to bond because they have what's called schizophrenic bonding. They don't know how to connect to one person. So when they do go to the marriage altar and they wonder why it only lasts 6 months, 8 months, it's because it's a throwaway relationship just like all the other ones.
Okay. I've got teenagers, and I'm dying on behalf of them. How are we going to get this across to this next generation?
Well, I think you have to start early, and you have to start teaching healthy relationship skills. You would probably be floored to sit in a classroom and have a conversation with students about what they think a healthy relationship looks like. There's so much dating violence.
What are they saying?
Well, there's dating violence. There's all kinds of things. The sex piece, the hitting, the bossy, controlling. Where are you? What are you doing? Who are you with? What are you wearing? Those kinds of things. It's just unhealthy. They don't even know what a healthy dating relationship looks like. So I think you have to start there and not assume they know.
And what happens is you got sometimes fractured relationships at home.
Yes.
Mom and dad are not maybe the best examples. They look in the extended family, nothing better there. So they look to the movies. They look to the culture.
Don't
and
get
what
me
happens
started
is
with that.
exactly. Well, but the culture really messes things up.
It does.
Now listen, some of you are wondering if the family is going to survive. I mean, it's just like the shootout in the OK Corral, for crying out loud. You wonder if the family is going to end up standing when the smoke clears. I want you to know something, whether you doubt it or not, we believe it's going to stand. Stay with us for the benefits, because we'll share why.